And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Great bread, and I built it up all the way to the end.
Can I try one?
Yeah, go ahead. Whoa. Mind you, you've been a professional broadcaster for 8-9 years. I've been a professional broadcaster. 103 Faction Talk, The Bonfire with you, the great Big J. Okerson.
Don't say that.
I will say it. I'll fucking say it to your face. I'll look right at you. Look at me. Look at me. The great Big J. Okerson. Okay?
It makes me so uncomfortable.
1.5 years.
Yeah, that's fair. You did great. Bobby.
And I'm not... Christine...
Energy was right.
Christine, I don't need your shit right now.
Podcasting
Bob,
for
you have
20 years.
Yeah, you were
That's
broadcasting.
a different... As Big Jim says, this is not podcasting.
Bobby.
Big Jim
You're
said
the
that.
godfather
It's broadcasting
of New
now.
York City podcasting.
I really did invent
You're
it
the
all.
godfather of New York City podcasting.
Yeah,
You were
and
podcasting when kids were coming in from playing stickball in the
And
old
It's
that's-
all
country.
your fault.
It really is.
Hey,
Play
I
the
gotta
mandolin.
go. Hey, guys, I gotta go. Sorry, Pops is calling me to do the old podcast, you know? And you gotta run fucking...
Jay was doing a little kid walk.
Yeah, that was my little kid walk to you.
Radio.
Here, let me give it a goodie.
All right.
Everybody, our next guest, Wednesday night, October 23rd, is going to be doing a show at the Stand with some friends in New York City. There's going to be an after party for the release of his special, sponsored by Superbird Tequila, the new special Uncaged, streaming right now on YouTube. It's the great Brett Ernst.
Okay, I'm going to say this. First of all, you did some fucking tricks. You did some fucking broadcasting tricks. Nah, you took the end, you stuck it in the middle.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I know.
First, you make the one mistake and one mistake big. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many, a year and a half or many years it's going to take you to realize Christine can't act. She also can't write. So she does not give a fantastic introduction to this. It's always, it's phonetically wrong sometimes. Right. There's no periods or too many periods. The whole thing's capitalized. She whiffs hard on these a lot.
Well, you were on his side 5 seconds ago, Witchy.
Well, he was right 5 seconds ago. Now he's being an asshole.
Now he's right. Now
Christine.
You know what? Don't hit her. I told you not to hit her.
I hit her now.
I don't
Christine,
care.
goddammit.
I don't care if she has a helmet. Listen.
No, these are body shots. This is the helmet. But now I hit the body shot. Helmet, body shot. She'll learn.
Let me try one more time.
Yes.
All right?
Ooh.
I am excited. Today's been a great show.
Separate it.
And now it's getting even better. And I didn't think it could because we were having a fun time.
Having a good
But
time.
it sure is.
How do we kick it up a notch?
I'll tell you right now, we kick it up right now with this man right here. The great Brett Ernst is in studio with us live. He's got a special. Superbird Tequila sponsored his special. It's on YouTube right now. It's amazing. It's called Uncaged, streaming now. Go watch it. Do yourself a favor because you will be laughing your ass off. He's also got an after party the 23rd at the Stand.
That's sponsored by the tequila.
Fucking, she separated it. She
did.
Superbird Tequila is with
I didn't ask
the
for separation.
She did start flipping and flopping on
Yeah,
you
she
there.
started
Look at it. Look, she
flipping.
just put it back now.
Yeah, she flipped and flopped it. She's a saboteur.
She sent it from one page to the other page.
She's a saboteur.
She sabotaged.
She
She
sabotaged.
So Brett's new special, Superbird Tequila.
If you drink tequila, you'll laugh at this special.
Yeah. This Wednesday night, he's going to be uncaged at the Stand with friends.
He's in
YouTube.
He's in UFC in the cage doing his new special with Superbirds.
YouTube. Catch it at robertkellylive.com. Brett, thank you so much
Hi,
for being
buddy.
here,
How you doing?
Good, man.
Good to see you, you good-looking Italian.
Thanks, man.
God damn it, I mean, come on.
That's hard for an Irish guy to have to say.
Well, I'm half Italian.
Yeah, but you really lean into the Irish half.
How the fuck do you think that?
Your last name's Kelly.
And my
Well,
little
mine's
pug
Ernst.
nose.
Well, I thank God my mother fucked a German.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the height now.
Well, one, you get the height, and as long as that's one of the ones. If you're half Italian, you want mom to be Italian, which is what your situation is, right?
My father's Italian. What?
Because dad doesn't keep the cooking culture alive as good as the woman's going to.
Nah, that's wrong. That's wrong. Real Italian dads do the cooking.
Yeah. Well, yours did the cooking, and then beat the shit out of you, I think.
No, that was the second dad. The first dad, the Italian dad, I didn't
Just
know.
left to cook for somebody else.
Then she hooked up with some weird guy. I don't know. I didn't even know what the second guy was.
South Korean?
No, he was
North Korean?
No.
Oh.
Got us nervous there for a second.
The third guy, Larry Borsetti, full Italian. Mother, great grandmother his grandmother did the cooking. His mother did. He took the cooking over to our house, and he made the sauce and the.
I gotta say, I'm with Bobby on this too. I mean, my mother cooks great. My grandfather, my stepfather, all the men, all the Italian men, they love to cook. I love to cook.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I second thought it when I went to Vecchione's house, which was the most Italian household I've ever been in. His parents' house in Florida. When his late father, who passed away, going in there that Sunday, you got to come over Sunday dinner, and his dad was exactly what you were hoping for: a white tank top, sweat, his chains,
Little stain on it.
a little stain on it, and an apron, but like it's been his apron forever, and just watching football and like slapping meatballs back and forth in his thing, and also checking on the homemade calzones he made, and it was just. And the mother was not taking part in that.
Yeah, and the sauce has been on the stove for 2 days, just
That's
simmering
the best,
down.
Man. That smell.
Oh,
I've had a lot of it in my life. My stepfather's
a lot of smells?
Italian. No, but I'm saying I've had those experiences of like a good Italian, like fucking Christmas meals and shit like that. Yeah, I've had a lot
I'm
of
crazy.
good
Where
stuff.
like in my place, after I clean it, because I love the smell. Like I'm really vacuum lines I used to have in the carpet, like that type of OCD shit.
You and Jay.
Yeah,
but then
but
I
it's
would
the same
just
thing.
fry up. I would just saute garlic just to have the smell.
Really, just to the house.
Just to,
Do you have vampires in your house?
No, vampires don't like garlic.
That's what I'm saying. Can you come to my house? I live in a
Saute garlic.
I need somebody to cook garlic so the fucking vampires from the backyard.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you know this. Bobby found out he just moved into a house. His backyard is graves in woods.
Where is this, in Jersey?
No, it's up in Westchester, Bestchester.
There's a lot of that, man.
Yeah.
Those like
Yeah.
Civil War things. You just
Yeah.
mowing the lawn. You just
Oh, we hit a belt buckle, a rebel belt buckle.
fucking bayonet.
Yeah,
Bobby's,
a fucking Hitler with a youth knife stabs you in the shit.
Here the Bobby steps on a Civil War landmine.
Yeah, a couple graves, dude. I guess they moved the bodies and they left a couple.
You keep saying that, but there's no. They didn't move. No one moved the bodies and left the stones. They'd move the stones too.
It's illegal. Why am I getting more Italian now that Brett's here? Hey, look at me. It's fucking illegal. Hey, Chooch.
Wait, so
look
how
at
do
me.
you know they moved the bodies?
Because they can't. It's illegal to leave bodies.
What are you talking about?
I made that up. I'm
You're
Italian.
making it up.
Hey,
It's not illegal to leave bodies underneath the gravestones.
But
You
you
just
would-
want to believe that they're gone.
You would take the gravestone and leave so there's no mark.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
but
what makes more
they,
sense.
They did. Most all the gravestones are gone except for a few. They
Right, but
left a
that means
couple.
I know, but there's so many bodies under there.
It's like Poltergeist. Remember
I
they
know.
built
Yeah.
it over the.
That's what I said. They moved the body, or they moved the headstones, but they never moved the bodies.
I'm
and then Bobby's going to build a fucking pool, and
gonna-
then a bunch of caskets are going to come up, dude.
TV's gonna start talking to him.
I'm gonna build a little pool.
Yeah, before you know it,
Only one casket.
Yeah, before you know it, Max is in the TV, and you got to go and come out covered in some goop. Dawn's going
Gotta
to have
go
a blonde.
find a midget that's a medium.
Dawn's going to get a gray
It's a
streak in her
problem.
hair.
It's a whole process.
I tell you this: if Max gets sucked to the TV, I'm just gonna have another kid.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I'm
start
out.
over.
I'm not fucking going into a TV to get fucking Max.
Yeah, once that lady comes over, you're saying, the lady comes, he goes, we have to go into the unknown. He goes, no. If you could just write a note, though, co-signing that my child is in the netherworld and that I didn't kill it.
Yeah.
He goes, I have to have some local police come over and be like, you hear that she's in the TV, right? Tell them where you're at, honey. I don't know. In the light. And he goes, you see, so I can't do anything about that.
Hey, babe, real quick. What's the code for the bank? Is it pickles? What is it? It's Sapphire 5269.
Hey, hon, where'd you hide those savings bonds Grandma got you?
They're in the bag.
That was such a big thing when we were kids.
My hope
Your
chest.
grandmother giving you savings bonds.
Oh, my.
What is a savings bond?
Saved my life.
They would give it to you when you're younger, so it matures when you're older. It's kind of like a trust fund for like lower middle class people.
Kind of like molestation.
These weren't big deals, but I'm telling you when it became a big
Nothing
deal.
on that one. Just hanging out there.
I didn't hear
As
what
a
he said.
I said he says it matures when you give it to you when you're younger, and it matures when you get older. I'm like kind of like molestation.
Yeah.
All right.
You mature into it.
Nice talking to you. Let's move on. Thank
Jacob
you,
loves
Jacob.
it.
Thank you, Jacob. You dirty fucking molested child. I appreciate you.
No, but the bonds, your grandma would give them to you, and then it's supposed to like come into money. So when you turn a certain age, you could cash.
She
it.
bought me a bunch of grandmother ones, like $25 ones and $50 ones. And then when I was, right before I moved to New York, so I was 18, I think, I got a car that was, I had to buy my only car, my first car ever. And she was like, oh, I have those savings bonds I got you. And cashed them in. It was like $1,500. Got myself a little shitty Honda Accord hatchback.
What, they matured that much?
Savings. Yeah, from like a bunch of $50 ones. It ended up being $1,500. So it wasn't like that crazy of a thing, but they just did accrue money.
I have savings. When I got out of jail and kind of became a success story wherever, I won an award called the Devereaux Lux Award for being one of out of hundreds of kids that made it, and they made it out of the system,
program,
out of the system.
Gotcha.
And I actually was working for one of the places at the time, and I won this award, and I got savings bonds. I don't know where they are, so they could probably be. I mean,
$2,000-$3,000 at this point.
that's hey. Better than a poke in the eye.
Just put that in a parlay. You're good.
Were you?
What?
You grew up in Jersey?
North Jersey, mostly, and then I went to Florida for 9th, 10th, 11th, mostly high school. And then
Were you a
back around.
bad kid at all?
Yeah.
Really?
What do you mean bad? Well, when you say bad,
I guess there is levels for sure.
Yeah,
because
were you-
Florida bad is like,
No,
you and your
yeah.
friends conspire to kill a bully.
Yeah.
We
Here's killing somebody or having somebody killed.
Nah, I just stole cars in middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
I
pretty
grew up
bad.
in like Passaic Patterson area.
So let me ask you a question, because I've stole cars, but we used to wait in front of the store, and when the guy would run in to get cigarettes and leave the car running, we would just jump in and
Take the
take
keys.
it. But did you know how to steal a car?
No, my friend did, but I would ride shotgun and laugh the whole time.
Yeah.
But I also had we also like if you broke into houses and there were keys, you'd just take the car. But sometimes my buddy would he would know how to get rid of them, but a lot of times it was just spur of the moment shit, and then we're just driving around in them. And
Were you a left unattended like kid a lot too? Your
my
parents
mother
both worked?
She worked 2 jobs.
Yeah,
My
that's what
father
I
died
had.
young.
Yeah, okay.
How'd your father pass away?
Suicide, actually.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
sure it was
Well, that was
he in the
we were talking
We were
about
talking
it last
about
night. I was
suicide,
going to bring it up.
It was
But-
funny. We were really making fun of suicides, and then he goes, and then Brad did see a tinge in his face going like, yeah, no, I know a lot of people who like took their own lives, and we are like, really? Anyway, back to this bit.
Oh, Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it.
Jesus Christ, Jay.
No, you know what? I was high. They got me high last night, man. I'd never
Yeah.
been high in my life. Ever. Never tried weed or nothing. And then
you-
last night, I don't know where I was, man. Because
Yeah.
they were all smoking. And then,
Yeah,
and
some
then I
great
just started
questions, yeah.
zoning out. But I was so fixated on the pennies, like the counting.
Yeah.
And then because I wanted to see how many seconds it would take to do 1,000,000 pennies. And I couldn't
Was
get
Ri-
off. I couldn't stay fixed.
Was Rich Voss there?
No,
Why were you
it was
counting
Lewis
pennies?
asked a question. It was a pretty good question.
Close area.
It was a pretty good question. Would you rather? I think the answer is the pennies, though. Still, but do you take untaxed $1 million in pennies, and you got to figure out what to do with that, or a wire transfer right now of $500,000
Untaxed as well.
Untaxed as well.
Untaxed as well?
Both are untaxed. Both are clean.
I take the $1,000,000 in pennies.
But
I
then
still say take the $1 million in pennies.
Take the $1 million in pennies.
And Dave Smith's right. I underestimated. I still stand by the fact you could probably. And Bobby, I think you'll back this up. Maybe we're old men, but I say $1,000 you can get a migrant worker to roll up $1 million.
that would take too long. That would take too long.
150. I got a guy at my house hanging shelves right now. What are you talking about?
But I'm saying it'll take forever.
It will take forever. You got to get a fleet.
It's not going to take forever. It's going to take one day. You're going to
No. You got to see. There's a picture of what $1 million in pennies looks
million-
like.
was it one truck?
It's buddy. It's 2+ tons of weight in pennies.
What was that? That's not that much. It's 2 elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah, but
You get 2 trucks. You bring them down to ShopRite.
They did it here in Rockefeller Center.
they said that who made the joke that was a tribute to
Hanukkah.
of Hanukkah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like they do Hanukkah decorations.
That's actually
Behind the tree.
The Palestinians put that up to trap Jews.
They're all around. Yeah, I bet you everybody on the outside of that railing is Jewish. You just pass by and goes, "What's this over here?" So he goes, wait a second, was that a real leprechaun I said this to?
How deep is that, though? Is that just one level deep?
Oh, I don't know. You should go Scrooge McDucket when you get a check in a second.
Start swimming in pennies.
Buddy, that does not. That would be cleaned up. I'm telling you right now, that would be cleaned up. It would probably cost you $1,000 to get that cleaned up.
That was my argument, but I think Dave Smith made a better point. He's absolutely right.
What?
Untaxed. This definitely is a problem
Look,
solved.
click that thing to the right.
That's
What?
just 1 million pennies.
That's 1 million. That's
Oh,
different.
okay.
But I'm saying, here's the thing: is that it's definitely a problem that is solved for $100,000 or less.
Oh, dude, it's way less than that. I would say
Probably.
You're going to need a crew, though. You're going to need a crew to hand roll those.
Yeah,
You need a crew, and I said you also need to run it like Nino Brown did the Carter. Like everyone's got to be naked, and someone's got to be watching them.
Did I tell you the time? I'm in Vegas.
If you could fit I'll say as many rolls of pennies as you could fit up your ass, I'll allow. That's loss. I'm willing
I'm
to
going to
accept.
tell you this. I was in Vegas. I just put this is back in the day at the Hard Rock, and I just
Beachers?
put $20 into the slot machine. It was a nickel slot. That's when you got nickels out. So I was like, fuck. I had to go. I had to get a bucket, get fucking $20, 400 nickels in a bucket. So I'm miserable because I got to wait. There's a line. The show's starting. I'm sitting there. Steve Byrne walks up to me and goes, hey, what are you doing? I go, I just put a 20 in a fucking nickel slot. I got to get 400 nickels back. He smashed it out of my hands. It went, shh. The sound was almost beautiful. And I went to walk away, and the security guy goes, pick those up. That's littering. So I had to pick them all up. So I'm on the ground picking up 400 nickels. I look up in front of me. The guy in front of me is going back up. I go, hey, dude, did you just take some of my nickels? He goes, no. I go, you didn't take a fucking nickel off? He goes, no. He got mad at me. I go up, $19.90.
Cocksucker.
Fucking twat took 2 nickels.
And that guy, what if he built his empire off that?
What if he just
They
went?
rub
his
them
second-
together.
What if he went?
on his second 5-cent crank, he won like fucking $6 million.
What was that say? If 2 nickels are rubbed together?
Yeah.
I guess
He's
that.
got to have 2
Yeah,
nickels.
that was
Maybe that's what he was doing.
that went over. All right, I have a question. Can you? Because we never answered this. How long does it take to get to count to 1 million? Because there was this thing online to show you perception. of money.
$1 million.
It's like a year
just
or
did it.
something or 2 years. If
No
you were-
way.
It's something
Really?
ridiculous.
No
well,
way.
also the difference between 1 million and 1 billion
Yeah.
is crazy.
Well, the difference
33
between
days.
That's not
33
bad.
days. That's that makes sense because I said the problem is not everyone's thinking in the realms of like hundreds and thousands.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking at some point you have to go to like $23,100, $111, $111.
And you fuck up, you got to start over.
Yeah.
So counting to 1 billion is over. It'll take you 100 years.
Jesus.
100, you couldn't do it.
No,
But I bet you can get a Mexican 2 count to $1 billion for $1,000.
With your pennies.
I'm prepared to pay a Mexican to do anything for
I don't know.
$1,000.
I mean, if you're going to get an extra $500,000, that's half.
to solve the problem.
Why would you not do that?
I'm in agree. I take the pennies. It's just it's a problem.
It's not a problem because it's going to be your problem for a day.
I think it's
No,
a
that's-
longer. I think it's
that's
longer
what
than
I'm
a day
saying.
problem.
It takes 33 days to count to 1 million. Now you got to take 1 million pennies, roll them up, and are we doing $100?
But you're not doing any of this. You're not doing any of this.
It's still time. It's still my time.
It's
It's
not
still
your
gonna
time.
take
You're
forever.
gonna be doing all your same shit.
No, he's-
You're
I
gonna be
think-
making a sauce while there's a crew of people fucking rolling pennies in a
Am
warehouse.
I
Yeah,
crazy?
you're gonna get robbed.
Am I crazy that every penny roll is simply $1?
Yeah.
Or is it $10?
Cents?
No.
No,
It's $1.
it's $1. It's 100. It's
Yeah,
100
yeah.
pennies. Yeah, $1. Damn.
$10?
But,
No.
but first of all, too, you
$10 are what the quarters are rolled
You
into.
don't roll pennies anymore.
look, it's
they have
50
machines.
cents.
It's only 50.
It's 50
Oh,
cents.
geez.
Damn.
Jay, you don't roll pennies anymore, guys. They have the machines. You go to Costco or wherever.
Yeah.
You dump it in.
They take
With what, a
cut,
dump
though.
truck?
Huh?
They take a cut. The
Who
coin
gives a
stars?
shit? You have 500,000 extra.
I'm
than
not
you
giving
would
them
have
2% of that.
had. Come on.
What am I, ghetto? Is it a check
Buy a
cash in
house
place?
and just show up with a truck.
What am I
full of
getting?
it.
I got to give them a little receipt I got from the machine here. I'd like my $1 million in cash, please.
And the place has to shut down.
Do you remember your grandparents had? I don't know if they had we had this like jug that they would always put their change in, and then whenever it
storm?
filled
I
up,
still have one.
And then they would go to Atlantic City with it.
I'll tell you what.
I was picturing. Crack it.
I did that. My parents had one. I went over their house one night. This is well after being sober and getting my shit together. Went over the house and played cards with them one night. And then I taught them AC-deucey. You know AC-deucey? Where you have to get the card in between. You put a card down on the left and the right, and then whatever's in, you have to bet what it's going to be in the middle. I took all their money out of the whole change thing. They just kept losing.
Damn.
And they kept betting. They got like frustrated to where we got into a fight. My mother yelled at me because I took, I don't know, it had to be like $110 or some shit. I took it all. And I was taking it because I won. And my mother like, this is fucking, don't ever fucking come over again. I was like, what? What is a fucking game? Me and my father got into a fight, my stepdad. It was crazy.
Lucy Doocy?
AC Doozy.
I'll tell you.
That was my mother's name, Lucy
for?
Doocy. Unarmed robbery, assault and battery, destruction, trespass, and breaking.
I think you told me that story. Where like you guys went into a store or something, right?
We robbed a mob-owned pizza store. Yeah, we.
You're lucky you went to jail.
That's what the cop said. But didn't you go to jail?
No, I went to. Well, I was going to go to a camp, but I got lucky.
A what?
They had a camp up in Pennsylvania.
You know those ones where they eventually abuse you and rape you, I think?
Yeah, they made a movie about it. It's called Sleepers.
Or
But no, I'm saying like they did like there are all those things coming out. There's like documentary after
yeah, but you
documentary.
might
There was
You might
four
get
of us.
teased- you
Two
might
of us got caught.
you might get taught to dance. Those camps
True.
exist up there too.
It's true.
What did you do?
Still Grand Theft Auto. But our two friends that got caught, they stood tall, and then the one kid they ended up shipping up there, and then he broke out.
I love that. Stood tall. I've
Yeah,
always
kept
wanted
his
to
mouth
use
shut.
that. I tell you that when I got arrested up in Rochester, I kept my mouth shut, and I thought the two kids were going to keep their mouth shut. The cop opened the door, and
They rolled.
They were crying like little babies, and their fathers were standing over them, just smacking them in the head. And I already lied, so I went to jail. They went home. It was the last time I got arrested.
Dude, I had a friend that kept his mouth shut, and the guy that they were protecting rolled on everybody to take a lesser sentence, and then they ended up getting more time than the guy that they were going after.
Damn.
Jay,
Isn't
you
that
wouldn't
nuts?
roll on me, would you?
No.
Never, right? You take the hit. You do the time.
I would definitely take the time. I'm
You do 20 years for that?
for Bobby on my head.
Wait a minute. No, 20 years. If we got caught doing some hijinks, and they caught you,
And tomfoolery, mind you.
if we were being randy at a club one night,
Yeah, probably stirring up some hubbub, some mishigas.
and you got whacked, and they were like, "Look, you tell us what happened," and it was me.
Whack means I got murdered.
If you got
Pinched.
hit, you got pinched. I mean, come on. I've been out of the game a long time.
So was that did you do anything else? Like, let's just say everything we did, we were under 18. Let's just say. Anything else?
Everything you did under 18, no. But my Global One got taken away because I didn't report my childhood stuff. I thought that got erased.
Not when you went to another country, they got everything.
Well, I thought it got erased, and apparently the Global One, they want to know all that shit. So I had it, and then the next year when I tried to re-get it, they took it away.
Sorry.
And they
Wow.
I've got it.
It fucking sucks.
Global entry.
Buddy, I just
Because I was
came-
a good Jewish boy.
I just came back. You really were.
I was a nice Jewish
Dude,
boy.
the prison's a scam, by the way.
Oh, you're one of those.
Well, I mean,
Somebody goes, oh, Christ. What's that?
You know, again, I
All
hate
right.
being vague. We could talk more in detail afterwards. But I had a few friends go away, and then the thing is, like, number one, you got to go through Amazon to send them everything. They got a contract with Amazon. They have this thing called Corey Links, JPay, where you have to send them emails. You have to pay to send the emails. It's just a fucking scam.
Oh, yeah.
The
Well,
whole
it's a
thing
private
is-
business.
Yeah, they're making money hand over fist over everything, even commissary contracts.
Well, back in the day, though, I mean, my friend was in Salem jail. You know, Salem, where the witches are, and the jail was it was like, 100-year-old place. He used to shit in a bucket in his cell.
Yeah,
and
you can
put
get
a cube in it.
You can get no problems. When I watched 60 Days In, and it still looks like a nightmare. I mean, I'm not saying that it looks good or fun in any way, but I am blown away how violent it still is when now you can just go, you know what, man? Fuck y'all. I'm going to go be on my tablet and headphones watching HBO Max. Like, I mean, that's what they can do now. And you're like, well, what's the fucking...
Yeah, my friends that were in jail, I mean, these were fucking
You're like,
Alcatraz shit.
23-hour day lockdown with nothing to do is like, that sounds like
I think
a fucking...
this is more our generation, though, right?
What do you mean?
Like the shit, because
a scarier like.
well, when you talk to younger people, I don't think they had the experiences. Because I'm 52. What are you?
54. Just turned 54.
47.
Thanks for the
All right.
birthday. Thanks for the happy birthday,
Happy
guys.
birthday.
You were in the woods.
See, I did that.
I mean, my phone works out of the
It
woods.
doesn't work. I tried to call you.
You could have
And you were
texted
running.
happy
You were
birthday.
running from Yamanika in the woods, and you hung up on me.
She was chasing.
Yeah.
You'd run too.
And she found you.
Christine did it. Christine sent me happy birthday.
By the way, you said
And said
Yamanika's
happy
coming.
birthday.
I have to go.
And you said happy birthday.
By the way, they never bought you anything in their lives. They you sounded like Yamanika was holding a fucking like Jack Torrance, like she was holding an axe and going. And you go, Yamanika just found me. I gotta go.
You know what she was doing?
What?
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was saying, it just seems that our generation was around a lot of that type of nonsense.
Well, it was. I think.
Like the 80s,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Oh,
like
80s
the
was
stealing
fucking
cars.
crazy.
Like we used to
Oh,
do,
I think this is a much more, for the most part,
Well, they have cars
like
now.
but I think this is a much more like a softer is the wrong word. They're just thankfully, I think, not as exposed to so much kind of
I
stuff.
mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Well, I think it goes either direction.
But you can't really get away with the shit that we got away with back then now.
No, but I'm saying my daughter definitely hasn't seen so many things I definitely saw at her age.
I mean, my
already.
son is going to fucking create a cum den in my basement, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if you know. Bobby gave his 11-year-old son full run in the basement with a beautiful area, so he's going to make some kind of
Well,
local.
you know the deal.
I think he's going to make some sort of a local. What grade's he going into? Some kind of a local porn, children's porn.
No, he's not.
I was talking about this because it's all blending in, like how hard that was when we were growing up. Like, because my grandparents were like a big part of my upbringing.
Oh, yeah, me too.
There's no porn. Like, now it's great. You can log on, have fun. But
They
my
had nothing. Your
grandfather
grandfather didn't have anything?
no. He had this picture in the shed of like a car, like one of those like drawn. It looked real, like those old Coca-Cola, but like this girl with her tits out. But he had a screwdriver that had a girl on it, and then if you turned it upside down, like the sand went away, and you could see her. But I was serious. I jerked off to a screwdriver when I was
Nice.
like 11 or 12. Just had it upside down, rubbing one out in the guest room.
You got to keep
I was
turning upside
happy-
down to edging.
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet.
Take it easy, you slut. We got time. I was almost, in hindsight, it's sad to realize. I was happy to find this out when I was younger, but how many adults who I just thought were like, a pipe smoking friend of my grandparents who were like watching me for the night, and then you'd find their pornography and you're like, nice.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves this creepy shit.
Yeah.
Like I was lucky or maybe unlucky, we'll say, but to definitely be able to find porn pretty. My grandfather was super into entertainment stuff, so he had a book that we actually repurchased not long ago just to have it in our book collection. It's called The History of Sex and Movies, and it's just basically a coffee table like picture book, and it's just of all like the movies from the fucking 30s to like the 70s or 60s, and it's just got all like the naked pictures of
Early
everybody.
80s was strong. Those HBO movies. Again, we were talking about this with Norton, but like Porky's, all that stuff, man. I remember rubbing out as a kid.
I know, also because the timing was right.
Well, back
Still
then
had-
you couldn't rub out the Porkies because it was in the theater.
That's it.
You had to wait to go home. Oh yeah, there you go. Is that the one?
No, it was a brunette, but it looked like that.
That's hilarious.
You had to wait till it came on TV, which was a year later.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching Porky's in the theater, just being like, "Oh fuck, I wanna."
Well, the 80s
Wanna
also
whip
had
it out.
the 80s was the end of the time where it was going to be a lot more exciting what you saw because there was a Bush. Dare I say, I just saw that movie The Substance this weekend with Christine, and that girl Margaret Qualley and Demi Moore are naked. So much of them, I'd say 70% of the movie, they are butt ass naked, and that wouldn't be quite as exciting if they didn't have bushes. Because you're not going to see actual vagina.
I like a little bush.
I love Bush.
But it's also because it's very it's the same thing. Like every pussy looks the same when it's just shaved on top.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking squid eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should have a beak coming out of it.
I like that. I like.
I tell you who
And
had.
Porky's had that when the shower scenes in Porky's. It was
God.
all the cutest girls from that girl Wendy's group.
Yeah.
And they all turn around. They just had those brown bushes. It was fucking great.
But here's the thing: Demi Moore's bush back in the day went to her butthole.
How do you know this?
It's on the internet.
Oh, you're right.
Swear to
I've
God.
seen that. Yeah. It's like
it
a
was-
candid shot, and you just see it's really hairy straight up the lips.
goes
into the
all-
I've
asshole.
never seen this.
Don't look at it because you'll never unsee it.
You don't have to unsee it. It's fine.
I don't want to unsee it.
That's
You
fine.
want to see it? Bring up.
Absolutely fine.
But bring up to Google Demi Moore's bush.
Yeah, just bring up fucking
Asshole.
Animal. Bring up Animal, for the drummer from the.
There's pictures.
from the Muppets.
Animal. There's pictures of Madonna with a bush so hairy that it's got bedhead. It's like just matted down in spots and wispy
Got that
over on another.
early 2000s actor hair.
It's like there you go.
It's
Look
got
at-
Dane Cook vicious
Oh,
circle hair.
Too much.
No, I'm fine with that.
Too much.
I'm
that real?
okay
Too
with
much.
that.
God, look how
They've
beautiful
always
she
argued
is,
that this
though.
is in fact
that
real.
That's not AI.
No,
No, it's not AI because that
picture.
picture's been around since like early
So was
celebrity
she doing a
sleuth
Playboy
days.
thing?
It's too much.
It wasn't. Maybe it was Playboy.
It's too much.
I don't
think-
know. That's
I
that
think-
right there.
Go back. It's too much. Go. Here's where it should stop. Right there, it should stop. Okay, that's the too much part. I have no problem
You're
with
right.
everything from up there. Her asshole looks like a munchie.
I think that might.
and
I
don't
think
like
that might be a shadow.
I
though.
think there's a lot of shadow,
Nope.
and I think whoever did this did a little playing with
Can
it.
you zoom in?
Because you're right. This might be like a Playboy or a modeling thing.
I
where
don't think
they're
that-
not trying to show pussy lips.
No,
that can't be real.
No,
That's
Bob,
real.
you can almost see the middle.
I think
it's
they-
like
I
blacked
think-
out.
I think
Buddy,
they-
stop. You can see side hair on the gully going into the asshole.
God, look how beautiful
That
she is.
that
though.
goes into.
You're
her
right,
butthole.
you're right.
This
It's a lot of hair.
I don't know if that's real. That can't be real.
It's real. It's real.
That's
think
not
it's
even
real.
nudity.
It's
I don't
real.
even remember when this was out.
Dude, that lady, her pussy's wearing a hat.
It's not
That's
even
her,
nudity.
is that her underwear? I've never seen anything like that
It's bad.
on
It's
somebody that beautiful.
I
But
mean-
then also take into consideration the biggest letdown of celebrity pussies in my entire life was when they dropped that.
Joan Rivers.
No, not Joan Rivers. That was exactly what I expected. The Britney Spears, and you're like, God, they got a bald pussy on a girl who's very pasty skinned, and she's just sitting in a car chair, and it makes her pussy all like mush up. It looked like the top of a soup dumpling.
I love Sue.
I guess that's it, huh?
That's it, dude. It's bad. I
That's
mean,
strong.
Sarah Silverman does that great bush scene in that movie. Fantastic. Jennifer Connelly in Requiem for a Dream. It's all about the bush.
I like the bush. It shouldn't go
They
beyond.
said musty,
It shouldn't
pubic-
go beyond the ass, the vagina.
No, you're right. It shouldn't also get wet like a bum's beard. Do you know what I mean? Where like
I'm gonna-
holds
Ugh,
patch,
I'm
like it
gonna throw
holds
up.
patch of wet.
I'm gonna throw
That's
up.
food in it.
Looks like a dog that just jumped out of a lake.
Yeah. Your dog
I had the
mustache.
biggest. I think she was like
Who?
her.
You like Demi?
Oh yeah. Even I mean, look how gorgeous she was. I liked the chick too from Fast Times at Ridgemont High when she came out of the pool.
Of course. Now Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates was strong.
Phoebe Cates was strong. I never overthought Demi Moore. She never like struck me that hard.
No.
Because by the time I was an age where I would have been looking at her that way, I got hit with Ghost, and then you're like, she does my mom's haircut.
Yeah, that's when
Even
she
though
was,
she was
coach-
cute.
That's when she was coaching softball.
Yeah, she was still cute, but you were like in the most
at
like.
that.
Few Good Men. She was cute.
She's always pretty.
Yeah.
It's an argument. I'm just saying the
here's
point
the-
of being like a girl you really give
Now,
a
if
shit
you
about.
if you've been with a redhead, to me, they need to have a red bush, or else now you're just having sex with a pale girl.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? That's the novelty.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And then that discoloration of like that weird kind of olive khaki combination of freckle and skin. It makes me sick.
Yeah, you can see the veins pumping into her vagina.
Fuck you, bitch.
Feeding her
Fuck
vagina
you,
blood.
Ginger bitch. You better grow a bush. Everybody, Uncaged is the new special. It's streaming right now on YouTube, everybody. And this Wednesday night, October 23rd, Brett and friends
hilarious.
are going to be at the Stand in New York City with an after party for the release of the special, sponsored by Superbird Tequila. It's going to be a great night over at the Stand Wednesday night, October 23rd, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. Make sure you check out Robert Kelly on all of his gigs coming up, everybody. There's so many.
Yeah.
He's going to be in Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. That's October 26th,
This
this Saturday. After that, Comics Come Home, everybody. The big show at TD Garden. It's happening up in Boston, November 2nd. After that, Miami with Ari Shaffir, Wichita, Arkansas, Morris Plains, New Jersey. And every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. at the Fat Black Pussycat Lounge, the Comedy Cellar, you can see Bobby running his hour. For tickets and all tour dates, go to punchup.live/Robert Kelly. And I'm going to be in Helium.
Big J, shut your face.
Oh, you just took a pause.
No, I was just waiting politely
I got you.
because I'm trying to be a good host.
You're doing good.
Big J Okerson. All right, Big J Okerson. Fucking wrap up fingers. Fucking guy took 20 minutes. Big J Okerson. Helium Comedy Club, the 25th and 26th. Bricktown Comedy Club, Oklahoma. In Oklahoma City on the 1st and the 2nd. He's going to be doing a wrap up party, meet and greet at Stinky Lulu's. What's it called?
It's the Red Dog.
The Red Dog down the street. There's a documentary on it. Check it out. And it'll be in Austin, Louisville, Houston, Philly. Tickets and all of the tour dates, bigjcomedy.com. And please go check out our YouTube page. Go check it out.
While you're there, watch Uncaged.
Yeah, watch Uncaged.
Can I just say, go to Brett Comedy, BRET comedy.com. All the links and my schedule's up there too.
Go
So I
check
got the
out
2
Brett.
residencies in Vegas as well if they want
Nice.
to.
Brad, don't tell Voss that. He'll kill himself.
We'll be right back to say goodbye, everybody. It's the Bonfire.